Gotta go. Girl talk.
Boom! Hard in,
Hard in. What's up? Ryan?
dude.
It's good to see you again. This is really the first time we've spoken since you left for to go to visit a little country known as Japan.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome. I didn't want to come back, as one does when they go there. But man, there was a lot of foreigners.
Well, I think they're called Japanese people, Ryan.
No, we're talking about the white ones. They were everywhere. So many tour groups. So everyone's like, it was just, dude. I went to last time I was in Japan was 2010,
Oh wow.
and like, yeah, there's always going to be a lot of foreigners there, but like, this was insane. And I think maybe it's because their like maybe because the dollar's low or the yen is low, or because of after COVID, people weren't allowed in for a long time. So everyone's just like, oh my God, Japan. It could be a mixture of both.
Well, but
Man,
they're implementing a tourism tax, right, or like a tiered price system because tourism is sort of so out of control right now. That yeah, I heard that there's gonna be like a tax and then a tiered pricing system for tourists.
good. They should. Jesus. And on top of that, so it's like
Gatekeeper Ryan approves.
Yeah, that's right. It's totally
Get
true.
the
I was
hoi
like,
polloi out of there.
get him out of here. I like feeling special.
The
Get out of
hygiene.
So tired of this. Like, even went to Shibuya, like you go to the crossing, and it's just white people with their phones up, just covering the streets. And like any sort of landmark, there's like lineups for photos. Went to Asakusa, went to the temple there. It was just jam packed on a weekday of just like white people. And I'm just like, get out of here. This is my time to visit. Skedaddle. Right. so it was crazy. So even like when I went to go, because a lot of the time I was visiting my friends that live there that I haven't seen since 2010. And it was like, I was like, yo, what's with all the people? And they were just like, so much. And I was like, yeah, like even when we went on the train, it was like this other like tour group. I think it might have been from Germany or whatever. And it was like drunken hooligans on the train at, what like it wasn't that bad. Like, you shouldn't say drunken hooligans, but it was just the very like, and they're all being loud and just being like, you could see like locals like getting off that car to go on to another car.
Yeah, because
it was just
that
like,
stuff doesn't fly over there, right?
no. And I was just like, what is happening? But I mean, besides that, luckily, like I said, I got friends that live in Japan. So whenever we went somewhere that was like, we just went away from like nice areas that the tourists don't know about. And like they hide them so well because it'll look like a building that looks like a parking garage you would see in a mall. And then that's how it looks from the outside. But you go in, it's a 5-layered mall with like the rooftop park with like beach volleyball and like grass areas where you can have picnics. But there's no white people there because they don't know it exists, because it looks like
secret.
It looks like yeah, it's like, but they've been doing this for years. Like even when I was there in 2010, like the guys wanted to go clubbing and my friend Sayaka was like, yo, let's go hit this bar. And the bar has no signs.
Yeah.
Because you got to know somebody in order to get to these places. So it was pretty cool. So anyways, welcome to Gotham City tonight.
Yeah.
I'm one of the hosts. Yeah, I'm one of the hosts. I'm Ryan Doell. I'm with Alex Brewer, Mr. Fan Plastic for himself. We haven't done a show in 2 weeks. And
It's true. And my internet
and
is still bad, so I may be on like a bit of a delay. Things are
You're
getting
not
a
in a
little
little delay.
choppy.
You kind of you'll freeze up. You'll freeze up for a
Yeah.
moment, just enough for us to go, "Uh-oh," internally, but then you're fine. So
We're working on it. We're working on getting the internet
yeah.
fixed. Me and my buddy Comcast.
Well, I was wondering maybe the United States are now starting to cut off people's internet access so that they don't
Yeah.
have access to the outside world. Is that a thing? Is that coming?
Well,
Who knows?
I wouldn't put it past them.
Who knows? It's probably one of those paragraphs in Project 2025. Cut off the internet to
Yeah.
the outside world.
Yep.
Yep. It's okay. You'll still get SNL on YouTube. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. Should we say a quick howdy to the chat, Alex, before we get rolling on today's topic?
Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe I'll show off a couple pickups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know you probably want to save the goods for toy anxiety.
There's a lot.
Wet our whistle a little bit.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, well, there'll be some wetting of whistles. Plus, I got a Matt Bush package in the mail. Was waiting at the door yesterday when I got there.
Oh, nice.
I was so just like zoned out and tired that I didn't even get to message the guy yet and say like, "Dude, you are amazing." So I know Matt Bush is somewhere here in the chat. He is amazing. So I got a couple things show related that I will show off here today as well. So without further ado, let's say hello to the chat. We got Dorlaxian is here. Yes, also giving Big Guy and Rusty a rewatch. Dude,
yeah.
Underrated show.
Yeah, I think it was like the tail end of the like Saturday morning cartoon that wasn't like Pokemon Japanese import stuff. Like I think that's why it didn't like find its audience. But yeah. I haven't seen a lot of it. I want to though. I want to dive in.
And plus I love the designs of everything.
Yeah, I love Jeff Darrow, so yeah.
Lanterns Live. New. If this is a show about Green Lanterns, please let us know. We'd love to know more about you.
And on brand, talking about I assume Guy Gardner, the Guy Gardner superpowers being an instant buy.
Yeah, dude. All of them are. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Mr. Johnny Cock is here, and the other Johnny Disco, not the other Johnny, another Johnny. Johnny Disco. Good evening, Gotham, and welcome back. Thank you. My dude, the professor of Ricketts himself, putting her squeeze on the leeway down over at the Saskatoon Pickatang. Mr. Bionic Funk is here. Gady's Toys is here. My straight boyfriends are back. Yes, we are back. I was about to say straighter than ever, but I don't know. I can't confirm.
We're backer than ever, I guess.
Yeah. I just had the best time of 2 weeks sitting on a bidet. I don't know. I can't necessarily say straighter than ever. Deep Space Niner is here. Oh, and my benefactor, Mr. Matt Bush, is here. So I'm going to show some of the pickups on this show. I think I'm just going to have to do my own stream on Toy Anxiety called Doell's Japanese Pickups and a Matt Bush. Right? Like it's so good. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Daith is here. I'm here for more Colleen side-eye. Oh, man. I got to meet Colleen and Jay in person for the first time. And Dan
really?
Larson. Yeah.
Wow.
I went and had lunch with Dan Larson.
Nice.
And he was wearing a 3-piece suit. So here's
the Boba Fett suit?
His Boba Fett suit. It was, and meeting him in front of the Kenner booth, the Star Wars booth. From
imagine
Hasbro.
If it was the Kenner booth though.
Well, they had all the retros out, right? And hang on. Yeah, it was great. It was great. We met people. It was really, really good. Chad Stewart is here. Topher Khan. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening to you too. Luis Ballesteros. Ohio gozaimasu desde Mexico. Today I received my Joy Toy April 3.75. Is the way God intended toys to be. I agree. Also, Joy Toy TMNT is something I've been actively avoiding because I don't know if I have it in me to start another collection.
I don't know if
We'll get into that on
available?
Tuesday as well, I'm sure.
Yeah. Aren't they sold out though?
I don't know.
Like the turtles are sold out? I don't know.
They must be because they're gorgeous and amazing. So
Mm.
relaxing, giving me shit. Well, guess what? I had a lot of work to catch up on. It was bonkers. And yes, I'm off to the J time. Hopefully forever. 5739 Flash 5739. Oof. I'm still out of it. Flash 739 is here. Make Mine Marvel Legends is here as well. Lots of great stuff on his Instagram. A lot of good stuff on there. Cougar McGillicuddy is here. Davey Sock Rocker. No one ever wants to leave Japan. And yes, calling him out, Gaijin. Yep. We're the worst. We're the worst. We ruin everything. I'm not gonna lie. Tony Johnson is here. Chris, what?
Cicero Holcomb.
Yes, that is what's happening here. My boy Steve 3 spent 2 weeks with him, pretty much almost. Well, I saw him every day while I was there. Clearly, we were all staying together, staying at the same Airbnb. Beautiful. I took a beautiful selfie of me in the bathroom at the Airbnb with my knees pressed up against my chest, up against the wall.
Using the bidet.
Using the bidet, having the best time. But yeah, no, it was great. Steve 3 and his wife Allie, amazing people to travel with. Super
Did
easy.
you guys cosplay together at Celebration?
We
I saw
did.
You had the X-Wing pilot uniform.
I don't know if we took a photo together, unless they've got a photo of the three of us together in our pilots. And now I'm like looking at my I was looking at pictures today, and I was like, I don't think I have a picture of the three of us at the show.
Gotta go back.
Pictures everywhere else.
Get them to do it all over again.
Yeah, I guess we're going back.
May the 4th.
We're going back, right? Gavin Long is here. Chad's are 2 weeks too long, but you might be the wrong two, but I'm not going to be that guy, even though I was just that guy by saying that anyway, right? And Steve 3, the best bathroom 2 weeks ever. Yeah, I already miss it. I feel like a dirty swine having not being able to wash my bottom every time. Dude, let's get into it. Let's get into just some quick pickups. Sorry, I gotta do the long reach. Okay, these are my Matt Bush pickups. God bless the guy for always paying attention to just like me saying one-off things or just being like, this is the line I want to get. This is the one I'm missing. And I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying sometimes because we're just talking. We're just talking toys. We're talking about the excitement of Superman. But I finally have my basic.
Look at that.
Man of Steel. My camera's still in mirror view. So these are not Bizarro figures.
No, it looks right to me.
Oh, it looks right to you?
Yeah.
Good. So maybe it's for me so that I know how to like where I'm pointing.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. But it looks Bizarro to me, but it's not.
That's a good Superman Day present. Look at that. That's so cool. He looks great.
Right. Let's talk about the back of this card. I mean, this is the first wave. And I know you and I have we should talk about your Superman render as well.
Wait, how do I embiggen you?
Oh,
how do I do that?
Pop.
Do it.
Pop. All right. Superman, Man of Steel, the regenerative suit, the basic suit, good mullet, Superboy, Conduit, Steel, Superman versus Doomsday 2-pack. Who's the other dude? We got Superman Doomsday. Oh, whoa, dude. Hunter Prey Superman.
Oh.
Versus Doomsday.
Wow.
Who's the hunter? Who's the prey here? All right. And then we got full assault Superman versus Massacre. He's going full assault.
Could not get more 90s than that. Tell me they don't both have mullets.
Right. Well, it's also on top of that, the character Massacre. Like when you think about late 80s or like 90s Superman, it was like a lot of weird aliens just running around causing havoc. Right. It was like, man, this line, This line had so much potential. It's really too bad that it,
I know.
didn't go
I feel
all
like
the way.
I feel like I never saw the. You know. I blame it on Conduit. That was a bad villain to roll out with. You gotta give us, Lex Luthor, Metallo, Parasite, like Toyman. Roll out with the big guns. Who's this yellow highlighter guy?
Screaming Banshee would have been a good one for this line.
Yeah.
But it's a woman. It's the 90s, so it's, she would have been packed one per case. But hey, that would have got people talking.
Yeah.
Would have got people, going for it.
Maybe it was. Do you think it was because they killed Superman in the comics that the toy line maybe like did the toy line come out like after the death of Superman, and it was
yeah, it would have been right. Well, yeah, it would have been after because Superboy and Steel and the regenerative suit were all in there.
Okay, right.
So then we've got this 2-pack. Maybe I should show it the other way around.
Oh,
I'm going to look at it and I'm going to tell you about it.
Ryan hasn't even looked at these yet. Let him look at it for a second, guys.
Right? Look at that. Cyberlink Superman and Cyberlink Batman. These two are ready to fight comments on the internet. Right?
That's great.
It is so,
dude. Those
like, and again, Cyberlink is something so 90s. It's just, but I like the metal vac.
Yeah, it looks great.
These are I actually really like these designs. I think they're really sharp. I like the glove. I don't usually love gloves on Superman, but this speaks to me.
I mean, I'd hate these designs if they showed up anywhere but in an action figure.
Yeah.
But
I would hate this in a movie. I would love this on my toy shelf. I think
like can you imagine if they're like, this is the new Batman costume, like this is what he's officially going.
If there was there's a part of me that would love it and hate it. Right? There's just a part, like, because there's something about when fans get mad, it gets me kind of giggly a little bit because it's just like, let's all take a deep breath. But also, like, I agree. I also don't want that.
Man, I'm gonna confess, I am on a full Kenner kick lately. Like the 90s Kenner, like this era, these sculpts, like I've been watching the Jay and Dan Larson's Toy Geeks talking about Power of the Force, Star Wars. I saw the one you were on, and yeah, it's got me hyped on this, like, toyetic Kenner era.
Yeah. First off, big shout out to Toy Geeks podcast with Dan Larson and Jake Glatfelter.
Definitely listen to it if you're not. It's a podcast, but it's also on YouTube, so you can watch along.
Yeah,
which is the way to go.
So we did get to show some. Now that it was video, got to show some things off from our collection, talk about some things. But I got the distinct privilege of being part of the Shadows of the Empire episode for Power of the Force. And what a special time that you just, because it's such a product of its time, the rollout and everything, you can never do that again at the level that it was at.
It really, like, hearing you guys talk about it really took me back, because that was, you used to be surprised when you'd go into a store or toy because you wouldn't know what was coming out ahead of time. So I distinctly remember going into a toy aisle and seeing like new Star Wars figures that were like new figures I wanted, but then characters we'd never seen before, and being like all flustered, like what is this? When? Why?
Yeah.
How do I get
this? But these other 2-packs, dude, that's like, I don't think this one came out. It is a Street Guardian Superboy.
Wait, is it the one with like the sleeves off? Like, hold your which one are you talking about there?
Okay, so there's Street Guardian,
the Duster.
That's the Superman, but I have that. Now there's a Street Guardian Superboy.
That's cool. He looks like Rufio.
Well, it kind of looks like something out of Warriors as well.
Yeah.
Right? So it's it's cool. But you'll see here, there's also an Eradicator figure.
Cool.
The Kryptonian. Right? Dude, this line.
Yeah, I think it needed a Supergirl a Lois Lane. It needed some feminine energy.
Dude, it needed it
And
bad.
some supporting, even like a Jimmy Olsen with like a motorcycle, like would have been cool.
Oh man, you could do like how Superboy has a VTOL cycle. I don't know what that means, but this motorcycle converts to a pursuit jump jet. Gotta find that.
Jumping jet?
Yeah, a jumping jet, not a flying one, but a jumping one. And then, but you could do like hacker cycle Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, with a missile firing bow tie.
The missile firing camera.
Oh yeah, the camera squirts water.
Yeah, or something.
I would take a 2-pack that's Perry White with Great Caesar's ghost. It's like a ghostly Caesar, like
Yeah,
that's his like familiar.
And I would have a Lois Lane that comes with a notebook with spelling.
Perry White.
Cyberlink Spirit. Yeah, right. This one's good too, right? Gatey's Toys. Give me a Maxima, just horny and smashy. That's how we want it. Red Menace here. 80s, 90s Kenner's my happy place. I have a Kenner logo tattooed on my wrist.
Nice.
So that you always remember. Right? I get that, right? And Gavin Long, thank you for being here as well. Love the avatar. Vac metal bases look dope. I agree. Those ones in the back there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. Nice,
man.
And shiny.
Really, that must have been one of those like exclusives where they could go all out on stuff like the.
Look at that, the Kryptonian battle suit. Dude, this is from the animated series, and they made a mini one to go with the micro play sets. And here's one for the 5-inch scale figure.
Oh,
where is this stuff? Did some of this stuff not come out?
Yeah, must have. I remember this line kind of disappearing as quickly as it arrived.
Because take a look here. There is a Metallo.
Hold it up a little bit, I think. Oh yeah, so he's in the corner there. Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing that figure. And is that Vac metal as well?
That's Vac metal. Big green Kryptonian hands with glowing kryptonite heart and grabbing claw. So Vac metal and glow in the dark.
I think what this line proves is that you need media to support a toy line, or you did back then, back in the 90s. Yeah. Because I mean, I guess the Superman cartoon had come out, right? Maybe. No, I don't remember that though. I remember this toy line being before. Yeah. So you've got just a toy line shows up, but there's no movie, there's no TV show, there's no and comic books were like they'd killed him. So
Yeah, but the comics were selling hotter than they've ever been. So Superman's been in a lot of conversation. Plus, I think that the Tim Burton Superman was probably in the works at this time. So they're probably dropping these on the toy shelves to get people like, oh yeah, Superman. But yeah, that didn't happen. So it's unfortunate. I still think Superman is one of and Wonder Woman are two of the most untapped toy lines.
Yeah, Wonder Woman has never had a dedicated. That's crazy. I mean, again, like no show or movie or anything, but like, a Kenner 90s style Wonder Woman, all the different Greek myth inspired warrior variants that you could do with that. Like I remember like Tarzan had his own toy line in the 90s. Like you couldn't do that for Wonder Woman. Like
I know. I think now too, it's just like we're running out of time here, folks. let's make these figures happen. So I got this. I went to the Marvel store over at Skytree. Hang on to it. I do have my. Usually I don't have my phone on me, but everything's been so chaotic today that I left it in my pocket. First,
wait, is this in Japan?
This is it. The Skytree is in Japan. So the Skytree is where the Gundam was first at. But it's not there. I think it was at the Expo, the World Expo in Osaka.
This is interesting context, by the way. Oh yeah, Skytree. It's where the Gundam was first at.
Yeah, the Gundam.
That big giant Gundam. They moved that thing. How do you move that giant Gundam?
Yeah, I don't know. But
I
again,
figured it was
it's a Marvel store.
stationary.
Yeah. So they had a Marvel store. Like they got a lot of stuff there, a lot of touristy stuff, but they have an official Marvel store. See, they've got like the wall of trades, I should say. So they had a trade paperbacks you could get there all in Japanese.
Oh, cool.
They had a bunch of there's a lot of souvenirs, and there was just so much stuff. I got myself a Scarlet Witch. I shouldn't have left it way over there. I got myself a Scarlet Witch washcloth.
What?
Yeah, because I
Wow.
could. And what's super trendy right now in Japan is going to saunas. So there's like a lot of places have like towels, washcloths, towel hats, all that kind of stuff. I was hoping they were going to have a Spider-Man towel hat, no dice, but they had all
You
these
mean that
different
would go over your
washcloths.
whole face?
Yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
a
Like they
Spider-Man
have
mask?
Pokemon ones there and stuff. Like at the Pokemon store, I was like, this is fun. But I didn't get any of those. However, I did get myself a Scarlet Witch washcloth because it's like, how rare is it to get Scarlet Witch branded anything to begin
Yeah.
with, let alone a washcloth? I could take this in the shower. Yeah, this is the best day of my life. But they also had a gotcha ball there that had small replica Toy Biz
Whoa!
figures.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
So
It's so
I got
perfect.
so I only had enough change on me to get one, which was depressing.
Yeah.
But I got Captain America. I really wanted the Spider-Man one. They had Spider-Man.
I know I mean, Captain America is definitely one you don't want right now, but
well, you know what? I still stand
also doubly ironic for you, Ryan.
Well, doubly ironic for me, but however, what Steve Rogers stands for right now is not what America stands for right now. So it's okay. It's okay. But there's Venom, Spider-Man, you can't get a good focus on it. Look at that Iron Man as well, because it's the Toy Biz Iron Man.
I can't believe there's a tiny little cross cell on the back. It's crazy.
It is insane. It is so small.
Yeah. Dude,
right?
you could wear that as an earring.
I could wear that as an earring.
Can you imagine rocking that?
Yeah. So this is like one of the coolest things I got, and I might send my friends that live in Japan to be like, hey, can you get some more? Yeah. Also, while you're there, can you get me some of these?
What are those? Cards?
Cards.
Nice.
And I couldn't figure. So
but they're in Japanese.
But they're in Japanese. But look, dude, it's Marvel Series 1, Marvel Series 2, and that Cyclops is X-Men Series 1.
Yeah.
Like these are cards from the 90s.
Yeah, they're reproductions.
Yeah.
That's
right?
awesome.
So it tells you, oh, that's what the back's going to look like. I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't need to own these, but I did need to get a photo of that ad. And I was like, this is the best.
You got it.
So that was a big score for me. I really, really liked that. They had a nice big Miles.
Oh, cool.
Statue there. The guy that was working the cashier, like I was wearing my X-Men shirt, as one does when you're in Japan.
Yeah.
So I was wearing my X-Men shirt, and the guy at the till was also wearing an X-Men shirt.
Really?
Yeah. So that's how we connected, because he didn't speak English. So he was like
the language of fandom.
Dude, for real. Because it was one of those things where he was like broke. He's like, you like X-Men? And I was like, I love X-Men. He's like, oh, me too. He's like, who favorite? And I was like, oh, Nightcrawler. Oh, me too.
Ah, nice.
So everyone bonds with X-Men and with fandom. Like it's amazing how that that just surpasses language. You just have to be like, wear the same thing and you're instantly friends. And you connect with somebody. It's pretty special, which I should show you what I got at the toy show. Did I see? Did you? I think I showed these off. Did I show these off on Toy Anxiety before I left? No,
Wait,
no,
this
because
is
I left on Tuesday. I left on Tuesday. The toy show was on the weekend. We all are
Wait, so you
big
went to a
fans.
toy show before you went to Japan?
Yeah, I went to the toy show before I went to Japan. I picked these up. I had to. We are all fans, huge fans here at Gotham City Tonight in the world, and here everyone in the chat. I know we all love 90s applause PVC figures. We
Yeah.
love them. They
Yes.
are the best. I grabbed this Nightcrawler.
Ooh, damn, that's awesome.
So
Wow.
stealthy.
Look at the paint on that. That's really, really nicely
The
detailed.
paint's fun. The pose is great. It's dynamic.
Yeah.
Super good.
Perfect.
So I got that one, but I also had to get this one.
Oh, nice. That's almost
Right?
like it looks like a meme Spider-Man.
Yeah, spider meme.
Spider meme, yeah.
Right? Like he just looks so like 90s and like I don't know. This just looks like an
Yeah.
old Spider-Man toy to
Good
me.
sculpting on those leg muscles too, by the way.
Dude, it was so good. They had a bunch there, but I was just like, these are the two that I need.
I never encountered those figures as a kid. I didn't know that like applause existed until like a few years ago. Like that's one of those things that just like completely somehow I never even found them at a yard sale or anything. So
yeah. All right. I'm going to show off a couple more things, then we'll get into the topic, which is Secret Wars. Thank you for everyone that's still hanging out here and just looking at stuff with us. I had to pick up some magazines, some hobby magazines. That's like one of the big things when I do in Japan.
Yeah. I've been searching the internet trying to find any scans or like because it's true. It's like especially like vintage ones, you know. It's like and they're hard to find, hard to come by. Kind of have to go to the place to get them.
I kind of regret not actually ever going around searching for vintage ones because I'm always like so just mind blown even with the new ones. Because they come with a lot of extra fun stuff and it's all good. I picked up this hobby magazine.
Cool.
So it's got all like the new Power Rangers, the new Kamen Rider, the new Ultraman stuff.
Yeah, who's that guy with the wolf head in the middle there? Is that a Power Ranger Zord?
I think so. It could also be something from Kamen Rider. I haven't gone through to try to translate it yet. But they have all these beautiful
yeah, look at that.
Images.
Yeah, that's cool.
And on top of that, like if you're a cosplayer, everything's there for you just in this one magazine.
Man, that's cool. It's like a wolf.
This is insane.
That reminds me of the era of power of the era of Sentai, like right after Jew Ranger,
right?
The Mighty Morphin or whatever, where it was like we got the Thunder Zords, but in Japan they had like it was like a whole new season, whole new concept, new costumes, and they had these kind of cool sort of like almost like Chinese inspired helmets and stuff.
Well, we were always like 5 years behind, it felt like, because I remember like 2010 they had the Pirates Power Rangers were like new, so they were everywhere, and then all of a sudden it took like forever for us to get it. But I did not see these toys out. I don't know a lot about Kamen Rider other than I love how they look. I think they are so cool. I might go full Craig mode, sell some things and start going like hard on the Bandai Mafek style figures. But I need these two. These two are new. This is pretty much the reason why I bought this particular this magazine. They are based off desserts.
Yeah.
This one is an ice cream cone.
Love.
This one is an espresso.
That's
the fact that we're getting dessert themed Sentai has me just absolutely giddy with delight.
Gives a whole new meaning to Conehead.
Oh, boo. Come on.
Yeah,
But I mean,
it's awesome.
look at that gauntlet, right? Like the cone.
I kind of wish it had like a swirly head, like had
I
hair, kind of like a Mr. Swirly.
I kind of do too, but I also like that the fins are also just
Yeah, it's
cone.
making me hungry, to be honest.
It is so good. And look at this
And
nice, good Sears, like this nice headshot for your
yeah,
acting.
that's
Like,
the school yearbook photo. I feel
yeah,
like he's got like a basketball under the other arm.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So he is an espresso. Like that's
I didn't realize how much I needed coffee based superheroes in my life.
yeah, like
Mm,
there's his I think that's
damn.
the thing that helps like make that that he transforms with. This one
Yeah, do
is
they have
this one's Cookie.
uh-huh. Man, someone at the studio was hungry when coming up with the new concept for do you say that it's Common Rider?
Yeah.
What's
Right?
this
Like it's
one?
bitter
Bitter
Gav?
Gav?
Yeah.
Bitter Gravy?
I don't know. And then there's like
spoiled milk. I am the curdler.
yeah, it is.
Oh, it's so his mouth is his stomach has a mouth on it. So he
Yes.
wants to eat the desserts.
He wants
That guy's
he
the
needs to
sweet
eat the
tooth.
desserts. It's
Yeah.
so good. But that's
Common Rider Oreo. That
oh,
better be a thing.
it has to be. This one also had concept art from Godzilla 1989 in it.
Oh, cool.
Right? So it's like it had all this crazy stuff. I love their magazines. They're just these big, beautiful color books. I picked this one up as well. So it's got a bunch of it's got everything in there from Hot Toys.
Oh, wow.
There's stuff from NECA in here, some NECA
Really?
Turtles. Stuff I've never seen before.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, Dr. Sleep. They got the Kubricks in there.
I can't
Here's a
let
thing
this
on Star Wars Celebration exclusives.
Oh, sick. Dude,
Right.
that's I can't let this great pun pass from Topher Khan. Giddy
Yeah.
with Doell Light.
Oh, nice.
It's a good it's a new catchphrase too.
I like a good pun, just so that we're still on topic. Here's our Batman and Flash.
We got some very relevant Snyderverse.
Very
DC
relevant
figures.
Right? And again, just showing off more Power Rangers. Here's some is this okay? Someone will know who this is because I don't. And I feel like someone in the chat might know.
I think that's Mighty Big.
Mighty Big. Oh,
no,
MB.
I'm kidding.
Mighty Big. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I'm just guessing. He's Mighty like, Big now.
Or is it like Did we call him Gigantor up here? Like,
yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
Anyway, I mean, Mighty Big sounds like a 60s era like Japanese robot, right?
Yeah. So, anyways, they've got everything in here. Like this is where it becomes like a Tomart's guide because it's got all the toys ever released for the show.
Man, that's awesome.
Right? So it's got everything in here, including all the box art that's ever been created for it, which is amazing because look at that playset.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
It is so me of cool.
You Only Live Twice, James Bond.
Yep.
Is that like does his head come off and go on a little scooter?
No, this is like we're talking like Toy Biz Wolverine motorbike style, where it's just parts of his body are the vehicles. Like, look at those fists coming out of that.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Right?
zany.
It's so weird. And it then made me depressed that we don't get this weird,
Yeah,
right? Like,
it's
it's just
true.
like
Where's the
Japan
weird?
has no problem being like, hey, makes no sense. And this is a little effed up. Let's just do it. And they do it. Where like here, I still feel like we still play it safe by trying to be cool. Oh,
Yeah.
see, Johnny Cock might know. I think Red Baron. Oh, also super chat. Let's see here. I did miss a super chat from Mr. Johnny Cock. $5 super chat. Setting up a Calgary Expo right now. Remembering how Doell was here last year. Sigh. I enjoy taco. I'll enjoy tacos on your behalf, bro. Thank you very much. Enjoy Fan Expo Calgary. Major, huge. They always get a really good lineup of guests, and this year is no different. It's so check out that. There's hang on, what else was in here? There was like, dude, it's got everything. Oh, also in this magazine, that's what I was gonna get to. It will show you all the there's a few waifus in here, but it'll show you like, hey, this is what's going to be showing up in your gacha bins, in your gacha box coming up. So they have all of that too, and they've got yeah, here we go. This is like, here's what's showing up. I'm really upset I missed these vintage South Park characters.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or those little dinosaurs. Those are so cool.
Oh yeah, dude, I bought in a gotcha ball. I bought a podcast station. I got a mini podcast station
with
table and microphones and fold up chairs.
Nice.
It is awesome.
How many? You gotta show that on Toy Anxiety.
I will. Yeah, I still haven't even opened them yet. I'm also bummed out. I missed these Street Fighter characters.
Oh,
like mirrors
posing in the mirror. That's great.
Super bummed I never saw those. I did get some Ramna figures though, some little mini ones. I got a Kane and a Ryoga. Spoiler alert. Nice. Okay, so I got that. With this magazine came a magazine insert of the 2025 yearbook for Ultraman. So it's just
some more Sears style photos. Oh, cool.
It's like, here's probably what's coming. And they show like concept art of all the characters, and here's some vehicles we're coming out with. I think these ones are Kamen Rider though. So it is like a 20, yeah, it's just a yearbook of like, hey, this is what's coming. This is what we want to make. Check it out. So I love stuff like this. And last but not least, I got this one for Kamen Rider as well. Look how thick these are.
Yeah. Right? It's like a phone book.
It's like a phone book. And here it's like a breakdown of all of them. And it goes by year. So it starts in like 1971 and then goes all the way to 2025.
Oh, wow.
So it'll have like these nice big spreads.
That's awesome. So, dude. Do they put out a new one each year that like gets like, couldn't you just put out an addendum to
I guess so, but either way, I was just like mind blown by like, because I love that stuff, and then I get like super inspired, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's time for Doell to create again. Maybe it's time. So that's usually what I'm already feeling that itch to start doodling again and like creating and stuff. But dude, I got like a whole like other like pile of stuff. Like, it is insane. I had the best time.
I can't wait to see that stuff.
Yeah. Davey Sogrocker, let's hope tariffs from Japan to Canada stay so low you can collect all these figures. I agree. I want to definitely start getting more Kamen Rider. I don't understand why I didn't, or why I haven't been. Topher Khan, where can I get those Kamen Rider dessert figs? Stay tuned to Gotham City tonight for all your Kamen Rider toy news.
Yeah.
When we know, you'll know. We're just
We're gonna be the central North American source of dessert Common Rider info.
Right? Daith is getting all into it too. But it just might be Dessert City Tonight coming up. That's just what it might be happening. All right. Oh my God. 45 minutes. We haven't even talked about our topic. What is this? Toy anxiety? Okay. My apologies. I hope everyone found all of that interesting.
I
You did? As long as you did. Let's do this. There we go. Todd McFarlane. Todd.
look at that. Who said he wanted a Fortress of Solitude playset for superpowers way back when?
I believe it was us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you, Ryan. And here you go. So what do you think? Is it what you were hoping for?
It weirdly yes and also no.
Mm.
Like I'm at this weird thing with play sets where it's I shouldn't say a weird thing. It's kind of I know where I stand with play sets. Like, yeah, I want jail cells and slides and pop-up
Play
things and
features,
play features.
storytelling opportunities.
Right, because if anyone wants to go back, you can. There's more than one episode, but go to the Toy Otter episode and we talk about the Daily Planet playset and what we'd like to see, and we were all just going nuts and crazy for it. Yeah, right. Where Steve 3's asking, where's the floor? Well, I'll go to Ryan Doell's playset flooring emporium, and you'll get all your playset flooring needs. But yeah, I don't know. There's this part of me that's like, yeah, I'd love to see all those, but is that like? But we're not really like. Again, a lot of this stuff is targeted towards adult collectors of a certain vintage, and honestly, we all say we want all this stuff, but how many people bought that new Eternia playset with all those features and haven't touched it since they opened it? And now it just goes on a shelf. So what is it? Is it a playset or is it a diorama in your collection? Is your Eternia on the floor? Are you laying on the floor on your stomach, playing with your toys on a regular basis with your Origins figures? I doubt it, right? How we play with adults now, I would say it's a bit more sophisticated. We pose them on the shelf and we imagine the adventures that these characters are having in our mind. It's more like playing with your toys is more like reading a book.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, probably more than anything.
Or drinking a fine glass of wine.
That's right. What this bouquet of Fortress of Solitude that
it's more about the plastic smell, if anything.
That's right.
That's your play
smell.
feature. That
right?
Chemical, fresh out of the factory smell.
Yeah. So there's a part of me that's like, yeah, I would love to see all those things and tinker with them. But at the end of the day, I know where this is going. So, I mean, yeah, I know what I would have liked to have seen, but I think at the same time, this is doing what I feel like it needs to do.
But they could put in one trap one of those icicles couldn't like fall forward and there's like a polar bear behind it.
Like even just a sticker of a polar bear.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all it would be.
That's all it would be. However,
also,
I think
this is cardboard. I have not taken a close look at this till now.
Neither have I. This is my first time really getting a close. I just assumed
the icicles are cardboard.
No.
Or well, I guess there's a bit of a sheen, but yeah, look, they're flat. I mean, maybe they're plastic.
Definitely flat. Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay. It's still a diorama. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I never even okay, here we are. I don't know how I feel about it now necessarily, but
mainly because that's not what you would have gotten in the 80s, right? Like I think you'd
Right. This
picture
feels
like,
more like late 70s.
or no, I mean, because I feel like you would get like some sculpted ice base with a slot for cardboard. Like I'm thinking of like some of the Hoth play sets from Star
Right.
Wars
Or
and
the
like,
cantina, right?
yeah, like what
had that.
like what Kenner actually would have
Or the
done.
Sandcrawler play set that was sand ground and you plug your, maybe that's where it needs to be flooring. Maybe that's where the flooring needs to come from. John Doell, yep. Background's cardboard. LOL.
The convincing optical illusion from the right angle.
Dude, for sure. Got me going. The Deadheads looks like a futuristic barber shop.
Oh.
Yeah. Where's the floor? Yeah, as long as asking.
You just gotta wait
Right?
for it to snow, and then you
just
go
gotta-
outside, and there's your floor.
So hopefully you live somewhere that still snows. I mean, again, I don't hate this, especially when I see the figures in there. Like I can't say I hate it,
Yeah.
but now knowing what I know, I don't know if this is what I wanted. Will I get it? Probably. Can I still get it? I guess that's the other thing. Click on, okay. I'll unavailable for purchase. So maybe it could be sold out by the time I got back. Not knowing, right? Steve 3 dropping knowledge here. The cantina was cardboard with plastic. Correct.
That's what I'm saying. I think the cardboard has to like plug into some substantial plastic, because I know there's plastic pieces here, but it's those are like accessories, really.
Right.
I do like the Art Deco design of this. Like it has that like perfect, that like Fleischer Superman vibe.
It's the
classic.
2 pillars with the balls there that you feel like, should be what
from
it is.
like Oz or something.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Emerald City rather.
Right, John Toll again. It's just too expensive. Not up yet. At least the one with Robot 4 on Amazon. Okay, so that's good to know. There's one with a robot.
And it's expensive?
Right? Yeah, he said $50 for one with the Robot 4. I think the standard is $40.
Are those like
is that but he's doing
tariff prices?
Yeah, these are tariff prices now. So I mean, this is what America voted for.
Yeah.
No.
if this was like 20 bucks.
Yeah.
It would still be like kind of pushing it, I feel like.
Yeah, right. I like, save $20. I mean, right? Topher, how much is the one with the floor?
Come on.
Yeah.
It's a cardboard floor. It's all we're asking for.
That is a scary thought if that's like, if this is what tariff prices are on a cardboard background.
Yeah.
Right? On a chair. on a chair, a computer, terminal.
Well, and 2 figures, right?
Well, you don't get the figures with it. You get one figure with the $40 one.
Oh.
Is that it? Right? John seems to know more about this than we do. Granted, I just got back and you work, right?
Fortress of Solitude.
Nice. That was good. That was good.
Well done.
That was good.
Deadheads.
Okay. Overall. Okay. What are your thoughts, Alex, on this?
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been a Fortress of Solitude Superpowers playset, right?
Yeah. There has not been. We've all seen the other art, like the concept art for the box. I don't know if I still question whether or not that's real. I guess that's what we need.
We need toy otter. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd say that I think it's cool that like this could fit with, if you want it to be movie, it's obviously the movie, but it also has like enough of a classic feel that like you could put it with your other superpowers, Superman figures. Right. I think the cardboard background, like it's nicely done. Like and you know what, that kind of die cutting stuff, like that is expensive.
Okay.
And it might be like a more there's different types of cardboard strength, and like it might be like a good enough quality that like when you get it in hand, it won't just feel like a flimsy piece of cardboard. Like it looks like substantial.
Yeah.
And it's not the 70s anymore. It's not the 80s. Like this stuff used to be a lot cheaper to make back then.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but I think I think it's cool, and it does come with some real plastic ice pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's nice. I'm going to see how much it costs in Canadian prices before I really kind of go for it. Can't just buy for the sake of buying at right now. It's just
Yeah,
just
right.
not in the cards for I think a lot of us. But I do want to support this. Like anything else. I do want this to do well. I mean, we're on the last stretch of the McFarlane run on DC, and I really, really hope that they make their last year a memorable one that has us going, why didn't you do this from the beginning? Right? That's the
Well, they are. I mean, they're kind of. I mean, they're pumping the stuff out. Like it feels like every week there's like a new wave of like a ton of like we haven't. I mean, just in the 2 weeks, like there's that like Green Lantern with like all the armor. There's
Yep.
like a ton of different Superman figures, and they even did a like a Jose Luis Garcia Lopez style guide Superman.
Yeah.
I know they showed that off at I think Toy Fair. But yeah, people seeing pictures of it in hand, like it looks awesome.
Yeah, Davey, watch the last Superpowers wave be all
They
women.
should
Just
just
do it.
go out with a bang, like just
do it. Just do it.
yeah.
In fact, don't even troll us. Treat us.
Yeah.
Just treat us. As long as we get them, I don't care. It could be the last wave of Oops All Women, and it's just
That would be
we get 'em.
amazing if they did that. Like
I would love it. I would
why
love
not?
it. Right. John Toole again. If this stuff, Superman movie toys, makes it to retail, it'll end up cheap at some point. All this stuff lingers. True enough. True enough. We'll see. Even on Amazon, it might even go on discount too. So I mean, hang tight. I know it sucks playing. It
depends on how much they're making.
It depends on how much they're making, and also it's like it sucks playing clearance chicken.
Yeah.
It sucks that you have to do that sometimes, right? Steve 3, get creative and paint your own cardboard background. Do the floor as well. Absolutely. If you've got the tools.
Or styrofoam. Just like
right?
get some whittling, whittle some styrofoam chunks to be ice.
Yeah, and John saying here, I think I told Doell this a long time ago, but there was a Women of Gotham set planned, and that would have been.
Oh, for superpowers, or
yeah.
Well,
I mean, in a perfect
maybe
world. In a perfect world. You know what else would happen in a perfect world, Alex? This is my segue. If DC could theme out their superheroes as well as Disney.
Ooh.
Right?
All
Disney
right.
has a Marvel cruise ship, which is insane to me. I think I shouldn't say all their rides are beautifully designed. There is one ride I wish was different than what it is.
For Marvel?
For Marvel, which I would have to say is the Avengers Campus Spider-Man web slinging ride. I wish it was just I'm getting into a whole other conversation. I'm getting derailed, but I don't care. I want a Spider-Man ride that is more like Pirates of Caribbean or Haunted Mansion.
Wasn't there one at Universal? There's like an insane Spider-Man ride at Universal, right?
Yes. I wish it was more like that, but with the technology that they used for Beauty and the Beast and Frozen over at Disneyland Tokyo.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Like incredible animatronics.
These incredible animatronics. You're kind of on a boat ride. Like with Frozen, you're still on a boat ride, but every now and then there's like this little drop that you don't know is coming because the way they move everything around. I was like, man, that's what Spider-Man needs. because
Yeah.
Orlando had it, but then you were kind of watching a mixture of animation and animatronics, which was amazing. But then I see what they can do with the animatronics now, and I go, oh man, that's what this needs. This is what this is what Marvel needs.
Especially with a character like Spider-Man, where he's like head to toe in a suit, and you don't have to worry about like
dude,
it could
maybe
look
some
so
eyes
real.
moving,
Yeah,
right?
it could
Some
look
spider
so
sense
real.
tingling. But I mean, I think but again, I think your money would go into characters like Dr. Octopus and Venom and like you could
those
do like
tentacles were made for dark rides.
100%. You like they come close to your little car, but that's it. And I
Maybe
feel
they pick
like
up the car at one point. Like
yeah,
like
and Web Slingers is just you're looking at a screen and then you're doing like Buzz Lightyear shooting gallery stuff, and I'm like, the opening for that ride is amazing, but then the ride itself is kind of a letdown because you're just like, I know what I want. I understand Disney doesn't like to spend a lot of money. And the reason why the Tokyo rides are so amazing is because they have these major Japanese sponsors pretty much paying for the R&D of these rides, which is why they don't break down. So I get that.
Poor broke Disney.
Yeah, poor broke Disney.
2 pennies to rub together.
Can barely make it happen. But it's like it did have me kind of go like, man, I want a Marvel land. Like I would pay Disney prices. And I think this same goes for Star Wars. If they had their own separate lands, I would be paying for park hoppers between those two. And I would
Star Wars not like, do you not count the Galaxy's Edge as
I think Galaxy's Edge is too small. I think it's amazing. And when you see the Falcon for the first time, it is overwhelming.
Yes.
It is like, holy shit. And I do love just hanging out there, eating a Ronto wrap and just hanging out with my friends and chilling. But then when you go to like Universal and you see what they do with Harry Potter, you're just like, yo, right? Like it's big, it's high, it's corridors and
Christ, why don't we have Gotham City anywhere like that?
Yes.
What is
it's
Six
Like,
Flags? That's
man,
what we got.
why doesn't Universal have DC? Anyways, I want Marvel nights like they do at, for Star Wars night, and they do 90s night, and they do all the stuff at Disneyland, right? And they'll do like the Oogie Boogie Bash. They do all these special themed nights. And I was like, man, if they did Marvel nights at California Adventure, bang, I would go. Sure, I might get arrested at the border for just being Canadian, but I'll risk it to go to a Marvel
Wolverine's night. Canadian.
Wolverine. Dude, you think I wouldn't like Disney bound as Wolverine? Come on, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. I 100% would. And I think it would be so much fun to have all their characters out and all their villains and all that stuff. Anyways, we're still here looking at this bloody Fortress of Solitude. What I'm trying to get to, what all this is leading up to, DC Comics is teaming up with Gaylord's Hotel, which is like out in Orlando, the Bible Belt, more or less, I guess, of the United States of America. Right? So it'd be all those. Is anyone here from, does anyone, you're American, Alex. Do you know what a did you know about the Gaylord hotels?
No.
Is that a thing?
No, first I'm hearing of it.
All right. If there's anyone here in the chat that knows about the Gaylord hotels, please sound off. Let me know. Because they're going to be doing DC themed hotels. They're gonna just theme up all their hotels.
All I can think of is the episode of Batman the Animated Series where like a casino like hastily re-themes their hotel to be like Joker themed, hoping he'll like come and destroy it and they can collect on the insurance. Like, is this some kind of like,
insurance
we're in
scam?
over our heads, scheme? They need to like quickly like put a bunch of like DC logos and shit everywhere.
We bought this alien monster insurance. We haven't been able to use it. We've been losing money. We know aliens hate Superman, so maybe they're gonna come here and destroy it in hopes to get his attention. Dude, it is so good. So this is what they're doing for the summer. So I guess Florida, Dallas, Denver, and Nashville, Tennessee. Predators Arena. Oh, here we go. Right, John. Predators, which is a hockey team, by the way. Arena in Nash was Gaylord. Oh, Gaylord. Right. There was a couple of Gaylord hotels there. It's been a few years though. Right. The Gaylord Arena, and you'd hear that in wrestling too. We're at the Gaylord Arena. Right. Okay, so they're gonna have that with the dozen more different themed experiences. DC fans will have plenty to explore during DC Summer Atrium Light Show, scavenger hunts, character dining, water park celebrations, and more. Dude, if they don't do remember when DC used to have like the ski, like they would do the ski show? Where they would have people doing like the ski, like the water skiing stunts.
Water ski. Where?
Like this?
When?
Oh God, that's going to be another episode.
This feels
There's
very
no
80s.
news next week.
Is this like an 80s event?
70s thing, I think.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Right. Anyways, I digest. Anyways, water park celebration. That if they don't have a power girl as your lifeguard, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. Pop-up retail stores will sell exclusive DC merchandise for the super fans. With James Gunn's new Superman movie flying to theaters July 11th, it's the perfect time to snag some exclusive items. Lord knows we love exclusives.
Yes.
Sometimes visitors can expect our autograph books for all those super and evil signatures you'll be getting. Why would we want villains? I don't want Lex Luthor signing my book. That'd be like,
can they
Jeff
be that
Bezos,
evil? They took the time to autograph it.
Yeah, I guess, right? Blankets, projector pens, what? Tote bags and more. I'd actually go for the projector pen. I think that'd be kind of fun because one's going to be a bat signal, right? Like,
it's got but also like a projector pen with a Superman, like that seems like something Superman would have. Like
the Flash as well.
His key to get into the Fortress of Solitude is just like it projects his little logo on it, and
give me a Green Lantern one.
Oh yeah.
Right. I like this advertisement.
Yeah.
These are our Canadian advertisements to Shop Canadian.
Yeah.
By the way, so you're getting a good firsthand look of how we don't. You can see where we're at in Canada.
Yeah,
and it's also it's election day on the 28th for our new prime minister. So there's going to be a lot of that. So I hope you're all enjoying that South Park style Canadian ad. Universe of Light exclusive to the Gaylord Texan. Ooh, I like how that's Gaylord Texan. That's like a movie I would accidentally rent. straight boyfriends. Yeah. All right. The new show Universe of Light is the first ever DC themed lantern show in the US. If they don't, come on, lantern show. You got
well, I assume that's deliberate.
Right. It's a walkthrough attraction that combines modern storytelling with ancient artistry going back 1,000 years.
What?
Wait,
what? Ancient
Universe of Light will
artistry?
feature 40 heroes and villains, as well as 1,000 glowing lanterns constructed by master artisans from Zygon, China.
This is really cool.
Like, that is pretty cool.
Oh, so wow! So
this is it.
Those are the lanterns. They're sculptural lanterns. Jesus, that's awesome.
Right?
That's gonna look so cool.
I actually think it's gonna look cool too. to be honest.
Imagine they don't have Green Lantern.
Right?
I'm seeing Lex Luthor. I'm seeing Superman, Batman. No Green Lantern in sight.
What's behind? Is that
Darkseid?
Darkseid? Yeah, I was thinking Darkseid. This looks like it could be Hawk Woman, Hawk Man.
Yeah.
Here on the side.
That's
Oh,
cool. A little force perspective.
little force perspective, Gotham City. I'm all down for this.
Kind of some dated costumes,
But
this,
dude,
this has been in the works for a long time.
right? I like this. Like even this like Wonder Woman getting her own area. Like cuz you don't see that. Lois Lane's getting a lantern.
Oh, so these are all still the lanterns. Oh yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Right? So this is the concept art for the ideas. Right? The list of activities. DC Heroes mission checklist, Riddler scavenger hunt, craft zone, Hall of Justice character dining with Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. And Gotham City character dining with the Joker and Harley Quinn. I don't know if I'd want to attend that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, have we not learned? The DC super secret menu where you get to get the secret code word and unlock superhero inspired cocktails, appetizers, and desserts. That is fun.
Yeah.
Get me a secret cocktail.
The code is
right.
Clark Kent.
Who? DC Superhero Academy live show. DC character appearances. Fun by the pool. Let's see what this is. Fun facts. Hero spotlights and specialty superhero inspired cocktails and refreshing ice drinks.
On drinking,
right? I'm liking this. No need to find Mr. Freeze to stay cool. Just grab the Amazonian Freeze at Metropolis Chill.
Oh, okay.
All right. And
Mr. Freeze ice cream truck. Like, come on.
Right. Or at least
we're gonna need
do
to
all of
off
them. How many
summer.
Ice villains are there in DC?
Yeah,
right. Captain
Icicle,
Cold, Icicle,
Killer Frost.
Bring them all out.
So many.
DC superhero splash. At times, the pool will be action packed with superhero games, DC trivia, and a DJ. I'm starting to wonder, Alex, what is the demographic here? I think what they're here's what I think.
Parents with kids.
I honestly think so. And I think what they're doing is really marketing this towards adults to go, I should go here with my kids because there's so much stuff
and get stewed in the pool while they're distracted.
They're going to be off playing superhero trivia and I'm going to get wasted off Amazonian Freeze. Right?
I'm going to be asked to leave Themyscira.
I am right. So it goes from May to September. Right. This is I don't know. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, so hopefully this is a hit. Hopefully it's a big success. It seems like a lot of fun because you're absolutely right. Like there is a dearth of DC themed experiences full time. You know, I mean, what I would at least want the Hard Rock Cafe styled restaurant from Kingdom Come. Like, just make that in real life. Like, do you remember, like, at the end of the book when like Clark and Wonder Woman and Batman all go to like eat at the restaurant? And there's like some like doofus in a ill-fitting Green Lantern costume, like taking their order, like that. Like, just like people in dressed as Plastic Man and Supergirl, like walking around, like.
And also, if you're doing a pool
shit
party
on the walls, the
pool party, the DJ is going to be dressed as Aquaman, right?
I don't know.
I hope so.
I would hope.
See, this is why I feel like, again, DC, just like Superpowers toys and everything else, every character is colorful, vibrant, or iconic.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you had, someone mentioned Booster Gold. Where was it?
Yeah, Davy Sockrocker, Booster
Davy
Gold's curly curly fries.
Booster Gold curly fries. See, when I think of stuff like this, just Booster Gold, meet Zatanna, right? Captain Cold, Chill Zone, all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have these characters that are deep cut, and all you have to do is put them with Batman, any member of the main members of the Justice League. And I think they'll still go over well just because they're so colorful and bright.
I mean, you could treat, like, if you did like a DC theme park, you know, Superman is your Mickey Mouse, right? Like, you would have like the Fortress of Solitude, and that would be like your one place to have like your photo op with Superman, right? And, you know, you keep them behind, you know, you keep them behind a door. You know, it's like kids are like, oh, we're gonna go meet Superman now. Like, we're gonna stand in line for 2 hours, but we're gonna meet and then he's actually Superman because they've like made it very special. And yeah, I think that's cool.
I'm 100% with you on that. I think Disney nailed that, the Mickey and Minnie photo ops, where you go through the house, right? The line is Mickey's house. So you get to see and hang out and play around in Mickey's house while you wait. And then
Hall of Justice.
And then you get to the backyard and there's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So I think, okay, dude, we have to do an episode about theme parks. I know we talk about theme parks a lot here, but I think this is a conversation we could always keep having. I think what I would love, because after doing all of that, I think you would have it as Fortress of Solitude. You go in, you get to see all the Superman memorabilia.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't know about Mickey's house at Disney, I think this might be at Disneyland as well, but in Tokyo they had it so it's like you get one of 4 Mickeys. You don't know which one you're gonna get, so you're gonna get
blind box Mickey.
It is. It's a blind box photo op. So you're probably gonna get. You could get Steamboat Willie. You could get him as a conductor. Just basic bitch Mickey.
And one where he's dressed like the Big Lebowski.
And one where he's dressed like Big Lebowski. He
was expecting visitors.
Dude, could you imagine if they did that with Superman, where you get like, here's your classic Superman, here's your regenerative suit Superman, here's your Superman from the latest movie, and
mullet Superman,
and mullet Superman, right? Or whatever, right? Like you could
Clark Kent.
Clark Kent, like
Superman couldn't be here.
Yeah, but imagine if that photo op, one door is Clark and Lois. Like, it would be, you could totally do that, because that helps the line go faster too, right? When you have the 4 different things. But then it makes people want to go back and be like, oh, hey, let's go back and see which other Mickey we can get. Right? Yeah. Like, it's, you know,
that's awesome. I had no idea that they did that.
And then they have the Hall of Princesses, right? Where this is in Disneyland. So they have like the Princess Hall. And so they'll have like different princesses you go and line up for hours with to get photos with them. You do the same thing with Justice League.
Yeah.
And then you do another separate one with Batman, where you go through Wayne Manor, through to the cave, then to the photo op. And again, you do different Batmans. You do blue and gray, black, you do black and gray, you do 89, and you do whatever the latest movie, or the Batman, right? Battinson. You could do all these different Batmans for photo ops. I think it would be amazing. And then throughout there too, you could have someone dressed up as Robin outside of the Wayne Manor for all.
Or you could do a Arkham Asylum photo op thing.
Dude, I think
like go to a different cell and you've got.
I think Arkham Asylum should be a dark ride.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it should be scary.
For sure. Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, like a whole Gotham area. I mean, yeah, do Gotham and Metropolis, like those are your 2, like,
right. And then the Hall of Justice to separate between them.
Yeah.
And if the land does well, expand it to Atlantis and Themyscira.
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, I guess the new movies have to really connect
I
for
hope they
that to
do.
happen. Yeah.
But again, like it all depends on who wants to spend the money to do this. Because
Right.
what we just did, that's $1 billion. Like,
Yeah, and like you said, Disney isn't even really doing that for Marvel over here to the extent that they could,
right? Like even when it's so crazy, like when you think when I like, do you remember when they at D23 when they said this is gonna be the Hulk you see in the parks, and it's just a big dude in a suit that's not even really that big, and then they've got him in the freaking suit from Endgame, the time
Uh
travel suit, and
oh.
then they've got a helmet on him with an animated
Yeah.
green face, and I was like, no,
Nah.
no, no, because at that point I'd rather just have an animatronic Hulk that you go into with photo ops.
Yeah, like the Transformers at Universal where it like says mean things at you.
Right? It could be, yes, should be that, or even
Yeah.
like Universal's got I went and got photos with Donkey Kong,
Yeah.
and it was
Oh, I
amazing.
didn't realize that. Talking
Dude,
to a DK Elite.
yeah, yeah, it was a pretty big deal for
Well,
me.
what was
The
Donkey Kong like?
Oh, dude, he moves around so good and beats his chest and he can jump around and it's a huge, massive suit,
Yeah.
right? And yeah, sure,
I
the eyes don't blink and the mouth doesn't move, but it look like, dude, even if they did a Hulk like that, and now knowing what they can do with the heads anyways, like the Princess Peach, her mouth moves in the costume. The
really.
Mickey Mouse over at Disneyland, it blinks, right?
Whoa.
Like you
I mean,
could
they got
do
like
all
actual robots that walk around now, right? Like,
right. So I'm
yeah,
just kind of like, hey,
sky's the
let's
limit.
yeah. So I was just kind of like, let's I think they should have just put the money in and did Hulk right the first time, right? Shiny plastic people. Chris is here, right? It was a bigger deal for Donkey Kong to get his pick with Doll.
He
Maybe it
did seem
was.
pretty starstruck.
Yeah, it was. We were excited. It was. I don't know. I had a dude. The Mario Land in Japan is unreal.
Yeah.
It is
I would imagine that's the one to go to.
because then you go through the gates and you go into Donkey Kong Country, and it's just like this is insane. How is this real life?
I saw a video of like an animatronic like Cranky Kong. It's like that's amazing. Like
Yeah.
it's incredible that there's like that level of like theme park devoted to Nintendo. Like it should like let's keep it going. We got Marvel, we got Disney, we got Nintendo. Give us DC next.
Yeah. And speaking about hang on, gonna derail this for a hot second. We've already derailed. It doesn't matter. We've talked about our topics. We can talk about whatever we want now. If Nintendo were to expand, I want to see Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
I want to see that as a theme park area. I think that is screaming for attention. And also, I know there's so much Pokemon everywhere. You got your Pokemon stores, command centers, all that kind of stuff throughout Japan. I still think if they did a legit Pokemon theme park with like animatronic,
at least a gym, yeah,
just with animatronic Pokemon and all that stuff, and a ride, I think the world would explode with delight.
And it would be a merchandising dream because
Yes.
Pokemon is just the concept is to sell toys, to sell,
right.
Got to get them all, right? So you would have park exclusive, like official Pokemon, like dolls or stuffed animals or whatever that you have to get. You can only get it at certain parts of the park at certain times, and it's just like just taking in all the money.
And even if you did Legend of Zelda, you could still have different style of Links come out from different eras.
Yeah, you'd have to. I wouldn't settle for that blue tunic Breath of the Wild. I love Breath of the Wild, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful game, amazing game, but you know, I would even want to see like brown sleeves Link.
Dude, brown sleeve Link with the long nose
Yeah,
that you would
sure.
see in like
Yeah,
give me all of
yeah.
that, right? Davy Sock Rocker, right? We need a giant
Could
is it Deku tree?
Deku Tree? Could you
Yeah.
imagine like a secret forest area, and you come in there, you come along, and there's the Master Sword in the like ground, and then
Do
you
do
can
do
do like a thing like
do.
they do with this Excalibur at
Yes.
Disneyland, where like you can like there's some person with a remote control that can decide if it like comes out of the rock or not.
Hey, so they have the bands, right, where you can interact with things.
Mm.
So you can still use your Mario ones. Obviously, you would make Pokemon and Link ones. But man, imagine if you were like, like, excuse me, nice, cute cult. That's a good drop. But imagine if you like you walk through that secret forest you're talking about, you hit the tree like with your wristband because they have stuff that it interacts with, right? So then a fairy comes out and it goes, "Hey, listen!"
Yeah,
Right? Like
that's great.
you could do.
Well, that would
And
be like
so
Navi would
simple.
be like wherever you go, right? It would be
Yeah,
like, there'd be some little interactive wall thing, and she'd like be, following you if you had the watch, right?
yeah. Like I just think there'd be so much bang for your buck there, and you could have chests that you open. The do 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 do.
The number one thing I want
Yeah,
it would be a room full of pots that you can smash.
dude. Do you know this is how they should do it. So you do the pots that smash, but it's a game. So you get a digital, not a digital, like, but like a almost like a slingshot that you do like anything else, like a
Oh,
Disney. And you fire it back, and if you destroy, so you go 10 for 10 on the pots, you get like a little heart badge. So it's like the extra
yeah,
life,
that's
right?
awesome. That's a great idea. Or even just like, because like, you could do a pretty cool like digital bow and arrow kind of thing where it's like,
Oh, that
it
too.
senses and you're shooting digital arrows at like targets. Like that'd be,
Throwing chickens.
yeah. I mean, they should just have like chickens like running
They
around that you
should.
can like harass
They
and have
should.
like employees that if they see you harassing too many chickens, then they get like a ton of chickens and they just
Yeah.
throw them all at you.
Freaking kids out.
Yeah.
I think there would be I think that'd be really brilliant. Oh gosh, right here. I was just about to say this, Davy Sock Rocker. It's like Galactic Star Cruiser, but except Zelda and successful. I was thinking the Castle of Hyrule should be a hotel.
Yeah. No, that'd be, and you have to like sneak in to get,
But you have to
you
sneak
can't
in.
be, if any of the guards catch you, you gotta go back to the lobby and
Yeah,
um,
Ganon is there too, and you have to actually go through a maze to get to your room.
yeah. I mean,
You
well, so
might,
I mean that's what makes Zelda perfect for a theme park experience, is because like all the games kind of follow roughly the same pattern, and it is a interactive reward based pattern. So yeah, you could spend your whole day like gathering all the like sages, the parts of
yep,
the Triforce, getting like the special like weapons and things, or getting pieces of heart that would be hidden all throughout. I mean, it's like the Zelda game, probably more than any other game, is built like a theme park experience.
it is. I agree. And that's why I was like, when you go to Universal, you see what they do with Harry Potter. Even if you take a look at all the new stuff down in Florida with the monsters and How to Train Your Dragon, you
Yeah.
sit there and kind of go like, man, if you could apply this to DC Comics, if you could apply this to Zelda, like almost anything. Like, could you imagine if they did a full-on Transformers land, like as well?
Oh,
Like, look, I'm not
Cybertron. Yeah.
like,
I'm
yeah,
kind
they
of,
did Cybertron. Yeah,
yeah.
like straight up. Like, I'm not a Transformers guy by any stretch. But man, the idea of that would get me super excited.
Yeah. It's too bad this stuff just costs so much money
Yeah,
that
but
you would
I'm
pretty much need the entire world to be interested
Yeah.
in your park in order to even probably like make ends meet, like break even, you know.
What it's Epic Universe, right? That's the new one down in Florida with all the Universal
Monsters.
monsters and How to Train Your Dragon and
Hmm.
Harry Potter and stuff. I think it's Epic Universe.
And
Someone in the chat will definitely know.
those animatronic monsters are insane.
They are
Like,
insane, and it
it looks
has
like
me.
CG, and but it's real life.
Yeah. Epic Universe. So like, I mean, if the Epic Universe does well, and I have a feeling it's going to do gangbusters, I really, really hope that it kind of gives Disney that jolt of, oh God, we have actual competition. Because I think they were already feeling it with Harry Potter
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping this will give, you know, a jolt to Disney for whatever they need. And I hope that this makes them so much money that they sit there and go, hey, maybe we should try to get the DC license whenever Six Flags loses it or whatever.
Well, that's the thing, because like, you know, because DC is Warner Brothers, like Harry Potter is Warner
Yep.
Brothers, so like, and that stuff is at Universal, right? Harry Potter's at Universal, so I don't know. It seems like, yeah, Six Flags must have some sort of like ironclad contract like that. That, you know, but it's true. Like a Universal treatment for DC would be amazing to see.
And that's the competition they need, right? That DC versus Marvel competition that I don't believe in, but I mean, it exists whether I fall for it or not.
Yeah,
And I mean,
when if we've learned nothing from Amalgam, like when they fight, we win.
that's right. It's true. You're not wrong. And so I think it would be awesome to see like Universal just be like, hey, let's give people the superhero experience they've really been wanting with dark rides, and even like a Batmobile thrill ride is a given.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Have
Yes.
you? Yeah. So I don't know if Steve 3 is still watching. I sat behind him for Journey of the Center of the Earth at Disneyland at Disney Sea, knowing what was coming. Because even when I first did the ride, I did not know what was coming. Because it starts off like a dark ride. Ooh, pretty. And then, oh my God. And then, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. The ride's done. And that's what the Batman ride, like if they're going to do like even a dark ride where it's like Arkham Asylum, it needs to, something about like, for me, like Batman needs to be like that, where you're just kind of like, you're oohing and awing and that's so pretty and that's so cool. And then all of a sudden, bang, you get blasted with fear and oh my God, what is happening?
Could you imagine like you get dosed with scarecrow gas and then like everything goes crazy,
right? Steve 3, yeah, the end of it was nuts. Right? That's what a Batman ride needs
you
to be.
actually end up in the center of the earth.
You I think you do. It is bonkers. So it's just, you know, I don't know. I love when hotels and theme parks do all this stuff. This, honestly, I think this DC one, if I lived closer to any of these states or whatever, I think I would definitely want to at least go check it out. I think the lantern thing really kind of piqued my interest. I know it sounds cheesy and whatever, but
they look
I don't know.
cool.
I kind of dig it. I kind
Yeah.
of dig it. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Is there anything? Well, we're not going to talk about the Supergirl leaks because one, I haven't seen them.
Yeah, I didn't know about them.
Yeah. Two, I don't know if I really want to talk about leaks. You know, I think we kind of did when the Superman a little bit, but it was everywhere. You couldn't avoid it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't everywhere. So
I don't pay attention enough to know what's leaks and what's news anyway. So
right. Right. And Steve 3 is saying too, the Jurassic Flying Dinosaur ride, but Superman based.
Yes.
Dude, that ride was insane too. Universal's bonkers, man. It's insane. All right. So with that said, next week we'll be back. who knows what we'll talk about? Maybe we'll
Yeah.
just continue this theme park discussion and we'll just go
Yeah.
for it.
And I want to hear more about Japan. Like, you know, we could do more on that.
Didn't find a lot of Batman stuff. Any kind of Batman stuff that I saw there, you could get here. But there was a gotcha ball that had like Converse shoes, and one of those shoes had bat symbols on them.
I saw there was when your toy anxiety fellows went through one of the
Mandrake?
Mandarakes. They had
Yeah.
like a bunch of Batman model kits and stuff at one point.
Yeah. So I saw a lot of that stuff too. I was kind of looking for that one thing where it was like you could not get here. And I know those exist. I just did not see them upon my travels because I looked. And it was awesome. All right. So with that said, we will see you next week. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I know it's been 2 weeks, so happy you all came back. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Cool. Good night, Gotham.